Hello, we've just been listening to the budget speech and listening to the Chancellor holding forth. Well, I'm quite impressed actually. The government seemed to be doing a good job. The budget to me seems very pro-business, positive and pertinent. It's pro-business because there's a lot of support, good support for businesses. Positive, a lot of investment, a lot of good things happening, and very, very close to the pertinent because it's very close to the need at the moment. I was quite impressed just how agile the government seemed to be in rising to the occasion. So we just summed up 5 key points from the budget which we wanted to share with you. Carl, give us the first point.
So the first thing that came up was the question of support for the situation with the COVID-19 virus. So the Chancellor announced a significant £12 billion package to support businesses and public services with the situation. There's sort of 2 main things we want to mention here in terms of the support for business. The first one is just to do with statutory sick pay. So what's going to happen is statutory sick pay is going to be available from the first day that an employee has to be off sick, and even better than that, the government is going to fund that statutory sick pay so you can claim all of that back from the government. The other key point to mention is for those small businesses who are actually claiming small business rates relief, there's going to be further grant funding worth around £3,000 per business available to those businesses to support them through this difficult time. Some points on entrepreneurs relief.
Yep, so the next key point was on entrepreneurs relief, which, as most would know, relates to capital gains tax and some benefits there with entrepreneurs relief. Now, there have been some changes to entrepreneurs relief, which we kind of were expecting, but the good news is that it is still there. There's been some limitations, but it's still there to be used, and that gives plenty of opportunities for businesses, smaller businesses, to definitely take advantage of that. So things like intellectual property, business property, premises, and employee share schemes, all those kind of things. There's definitely still lots of potential to be used for entrepreneurs relief, so we're quite pleased about that.
That's good. And the other key measure that the Chancellor announced was that the National Insurance Employment Allowance, that's the rebate that employers get against their national insurance contributions, is going to go up from £3,000 as it is now up to £4,000. So that's effectively like a further £1,000 grant from the government effectively to help employers. So that's welcome news to anyone that's an employer. So you just need to make sure you definitely claim that through your PAYE scheme.
So we kind of expected to be a bit of a focus on electric cars. It's been a bit of a big topic in recent months, but basically the government has pledged some more incentives and extended some grants that are available when you're purchasing an electric vehicle, and have also putting investment into the charging points infrastructure. There's just a couple of key points from a tax point of view. One is that the electric vehicles are exempt from the vehicle excise duty, which is when you first purchase a car, so they've confirmed that they are now exempt. And then the other thing is the first year allowances when you purchase an electric vehicle. So this is electric cars and vans as it happens, but first year allowance means that basically the 100% of the cost of the vehicle goes against tax, and they've extended that, which is good.
Thanks, Angus. And the final point that we had, point 5, is on pensions. There was some talk that there might be some challenges with pensions and tax relief in the budget, but thankfully it's still a very, very favourable situation regarding pension contributions. In fact, the small changes that there are for the better. So we'd urge everyone to maximise the opportunities whilst they exist. It's a very favourable time in the UK right now regarding pensions and pension funds. So that's my final point, Carl.
That's great. Thanks, Joe. Thank you everyone for listening to our update, and you can look out for more details that will be coming out in our budget summary publication tomorrow morning. Following these changes, following the budget, now is actually a great time to look at your structure and step back and assess your current structure and just look at whether it is the best structure, look at whether it is the most tax efficient for your situation. So we're currently running a lot of structure consultations. If that's something you're interested in, I'd be more than happy to speak to you. Thank you very much.